Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, and let's get this stream going. Should be a good stream today. Got Christine and Thomas coming on.
Artlist.io.
All right.
Artlist.io.
So we continued our rip yesterday. We went higher. Had a nice pullback to looks like Friday's VWAP there on the blue line. As you guys can see here, this is the ES. We were trending up nicely in the morning, in the evening after we opened after 3 p.m. Did have a pretty steep sell-off. Found support down at the Friday's VWAP. Then found some more support at electronic VWAP, and then we moved higher. Kind of interesting. If anyone was watching my trade yesterday, if I would have been more patient, we did hit my full TP. I was targeting value area high here, on NQ anyways, but definitely hit the target there. And then as soon as we did, we popped up, we hit previous day high and sold off down to the point of control.
Music licensing reimagined.
So yeah, so it should be interesting today to see what we got going on. Let's take a look at our financial juice here, see what's going on over there. U.S. Trade Representative Greer, we're open to considering future action on tariff pauses if talks are positive.
Artlist.io.
I'm not sure who they're talking about having the trade pauses with, but Trump, too late, we must cut interest rates now. And bigger than he had in mind.
Artlist.io.
Housing will soar. And Trump, I will be speaking to President Xi on Friday. That's all kind of the red folder so far from this morning.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hoping that we have enough seats. I need to manage these layouts here. Gotta have three seats here, so hopefully we can get this one to work.
Music licensing reimagined.
Good morning, Czar. Good morning, Christine. Got some viewers on X. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got viewers on X, 5 viewers on X, 3 in my channel, and 1 in Randy's YouTube channel here. Appreciate you guys all showing up, showing the love.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So, guys, I'm just trying to set up the StreamYard so we can have 3 people on here. Looking pretty good right now.
Artlist.io.
There we go.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hold on a second here.
Artlist.io.
Can't seem to get it the same size, but
Artlist.io.
there we go. We're in there anyways. Okay, guys, so we are open. Just gonna throw up our VWAPs here, get a little VWAP action going.
Music licensing reimagined.
And we're looking pretty good. Just want to double check that my levels are all correct here. 6,600. 5, previous day high. Looking like our levels are a little bit off here, so I'm just going to quickly update those here. 98 and 96. Previous day high is up at 66.05. Point control 65.92. 65.91. And value area low 88.
Artlist.io.
87.25.
Music licensing reimagined.
Still just trying to wake up here, guys. Shaking off the cobwebs in the morning. Got my green tea. Coffee's ready to go, but I'm just waiting for a minute. So Do you need me to add you to
Good morning.
morning?
Just
Sorry,
been sitting here. I'm like,
I didn't know I had to add you there. I thought you could add yourself.
Artlist.io.
I feel like my camera sucks this morning, but I don't know what to do about it.
I only had my layout set up for 2 people, so I added one more person in there.
Okay.
But it looks like it's not really lining up that good. We'll have to see once Thomas gets in here.
When Thomas gets on?
Yeah, you can see there's like kind of a gap in between my picture and yours. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it's all good. Play with that once we get all 3 people in here.
So how's it going?
Pretty good. I'm pretty tired actually.
All right. Yeah, you were streaming like a lot yesterday, right?
Yeah, it's like 5-hour session.
Oh, late.
And I was in a trade from about 15 minutes in till basically the end of the stream.
Wow.
So it was a long one. It ended up turning out pretty good in the end. Interestingly enough, it totally hit my TP, my target, if I would have stuck with it. Like if I would have stuck in the trade longer. But you know, I was just getting so burnt out.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, I just started pulling back on me a bit, so I just closed the trade.
Yeah, sometimes you just close because of your mental capital. So
yeah.
Music licensing.
So what do we got? We have FOMC this week. So it might just, I don't know, how about you guys? But until then, we might just be keeping it easy, right?
Yeah, could be choppy.
Yeah, I just feel like the last couple of days, my levels haven't been that, oh, what's the word? Like relevant? Because we've been really in, all-time highs. We've been moving up and more of an expansion. So like my range trades are kind of a little bit, they're feeling far and few between basically. So I honestly don't know, like all my levels are below. So we're kind of breaking above all of those. So I'm not really sure I have any trades at the current moment. Or at all today, to be honest, unless we do make a bit of a move down. So yeah, I might be chilling today.
Yeah, I mean, even for me, like all those volume areas that we've usually used, they're all below also.
Yeah. And where do you have previous day POC on your chart?
65.92. 65.92 or 91.92 area there.
Artlist.io.
I'm gonna throw that on.
So we do have some space to that anyways. We did, so normally we have that 80% set up, but we did engage that PLC in the overnight session there.
Okay.
So that's not really...
Oh, right.
We're not going to go there, but we don't have that, that typical 80% set up.
Okay, got it. Man, I'm so glad you're like the resident ICT person, because I feel like you know like those things. You can tell
a little bit. I need to actually do more work on ICT concept just because.
When Zach gets his course out, I think that'll be great.
Yeah,
because we'll be able to teach, and he's not obnoxious ICT. I see some ICT people are like, "This is the way," but he's not obnoxious. He just like has a really good handle on some of these aspects and things like that, which is cool. And Thomas is going to come on today, which is exciting, people.
Yeah, I haven't met Thomas yet, so that'd be sweet.
Yeah. See what he does.
We did form a bullish fair value gap on the 5-minute.
Okay.
Very small one.
Nice.
I won't be taking this trade, but good to see how it's respecting it on the day. So 6 or 7 is too early to be taking the trade, so.
Yeah. Wait the first 15 minutes. Did take a swing trade on Tesla on Friday, so I'm watching that a little bit to see if we're gonna hold back. I always get a little like, after a big gap up, it feels like a handout almost. So part of me wants to get out like the second it opens. I didn't, so we'll see if it kind of closes that gap, but hopefully
keep that chart up. right?
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like we're breaking out even higher here. I wonder if this is going to be a trending up all day kind of move.
Artlist.io.
We do have a trend line on NQ. We're a little bit away from our trend lines that I have going for my ES. But NQ is coming up on one that could act as resistance up at 24,235 area.
Music licensing reimagined.
Actually, we are pretty close on the other trend lines too here. I just haven't extended them far enough because they've been so far away. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize. I thought that you were just gonna hop in when you're ready. I didn't know.
No. I was I was waiting here. I'm like, sending you a message on Discord, sending you a message on the private chat. And then I'm like, I just gotta put it in the full chat that I'm here.
Yeah, I definitely saw you. I was trying to talk to you backstage, but I guess you couldn't hear me. Like my mic wasn't lighting up for some reason.
No, I didn't know you could do that. Weird.
Yeah. Anyways, we got you.
Anyway, it's all new technology. All new technology.
Yeah, I'm not used to being the one to start the stream and then add people to it. So
I know. Well, I'm glad you did it because I was like, oh my gosh, if I have to learn this morning, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to find out that you guys were coming on today.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of we're leaving for Mexico in less than 2 weeks, so my brain is a little on the packing my entire family into like a few suitcases for 8 months mode. So I'm gonna like really keep my time at the desk short. If I don't,
8 months, eh?
Pardon?
8 months.
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Artlist.io.
So it's just, it always happens this way. The 2 weeks before we go, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. And of course, that's why I trade, because I can take time off when I need to. So
yeah.
Try not to resent it. I embrace it.
For sure.
Music licensing reimagined.
So just taking a quick look at the book map here. We do have orders up at 66.23 and 66.30 and 31. Those are really the ones that are showing up above.
Okay.
We did have some orders on at 66.05.
Yeah.
That they took off about 10 minutes ago. And we do have some new orders that kind of came on at 65.95.
Nice.
So
kind of looks like a mixed bag, right? Like it doesn't look one-sided to either side. Not that I'm a book map pro, but visually.
Yeah, we do, and so a little bit of orders did come on below us. So nothing really super telltale from what I'm looking at there. So.
Good morning, Jose. What are you drinking? We do have rollover today, or
hey, Johan.
Tonight?
Johan was in my stream for most of the time yesterday.
That's amazing.
She's from East Coast.
Nice.
And she's newer to trading. So
amazing. Well, welcome.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, she was hanging out. She was like, okay, well, sorry guys, I gotta log off now. I've been watching this stream for way too long.
What did you have, like 80 to 100 people or something?
Yeah, Randy's X channel had like 70 to 90 at the highest, I think, at once.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, like between our YouTube channels, we had like, between 6 and 10 or 12. So actually, majority of the viewers are all watching on X. But yeah, like it was like 100 plus people for most of the stream.
Wow.
Across all the platforms. So
Music licensing reimagined.
yeah, pretty good.
French vanilla basic. Nice. You know what I like? Love that you drink something different every day, Jose. Mine is like the same coffee every single morning, but you have variety, which is cool.
So throwing up an applause there for Johan wanting to learn.
Yeah, learn. It's amazing.
Artlist.io.
Hey, Ak. Good morning there, bud.
Hello.
I'm just trying to get caught up on the ASFX stream here. I always keep that live on the
Oh
side.
yeah, how are they doing?
They're framing up a short right now. I think it looks like Evan's framing up a short.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It's technically off one of my levels. I guess I could have taken that trade. Oh,
Oh, damn.
oh well.
Well, that was like a deviation off of the VWAP or something.
This one's hard because like we were going higher in pre-market, so I didn't like my top level is kind of like was moving as we were like about to open. Like the highest point was basically at open.
Artlist.io.
So I'm thinking I need to actually officially mark it off at like London highs / London lows, but I need to figure out those times because I actually don't know them.
So I think London starts sometime after midnight.
And then goes to when? When does it close?
And then basically till we open.
Oh, okay, so
I
there we
think
go.
your high would be...
I would have it around 66.11.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and like we broke through that this morning. Like normally I wish we were like we open below that level and then move up to it and then reject off of it. But if we do go short, I do have some levels below that we like high. Friday's high of day, I have it at 66.06.
Yeah.
Or pre-market lows, I have at 65.86. So there's some options. But I won't be sitting around all day waiting for something, that's for sure. No trades for us, Zach.
Yeah, nothing yet so far. Gonna wait for this first 30-ish minutes to play out, probably. That's where I find that actually I lose a lot of my trades that happen within the first 30 minutes of the opening.
Yes.
When I look back at my stats.
Okay.
Been having a killer month so far, though. If you take a look there, there's all green Monday to Friday, and then
nice.
Last Friday, and then green, or last Sunday, and then green this Sunday.
It's an amazing job.
Yeah,
Really good job.
4.8K this month so far.
Amazing.
Thank you, YouTube, giving me that responsibility to be a responsible trader.
Yep. Perfect.
Artlist.io.
I'm pretty close to passing an eval too with Take Profit Trader.
Nice.
About 840 away from passing that.
Cool.
But at this point, I think I'm gonna try to slow down the trades. So,
Right.
hey, Johan. No, I didn't hit the TP yesterday. Although it did run to the TP in the end. I ended up cutting it probably like 20-30 minutes after you left. It started pulling back a bit, and I was like, I just can't let this thing go back to my entry price after sitting in this trade for 4 hours. So I closed it at a winner.
Artlist.io.
Yeah. That would have sucked. Good way to put myself on tilt today. Let that trade go back to zero.
Yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
I just have been noticing on the Sundays we do get these like slow grinds, where we just because we're close to high, like all-time highs, that we end up getting these like bullish grinds in the overnight session. Pulled back a bit and then just went higher. So backstage also. Sure, we can turn down the music. Yeah.
Artlist.io.
Do you know what auto?
There we
What
go.
is it? OCO brackets are on Project X. Hi, Thomas.
Artlist.io.
There's Thomas is in. Hey, morning.
Good morning,
Dave.
everybody.
Thomas, meet Dave.
Nice to meet you, Thomas.
back. I'm trading.
All right.
I had this past challenge with top one that I passed like months ago, and I never activated it. So I was trading a combine, and then instead of buying like a new funded account, I just decided to activate the challenge account I had. So now I'm trading a 50K funded essentially. And I taken one trade on it, and it was a loser. So technically I'm in drawdown.
Mhm.
Don't you hate it when you start like a new account and you take a trade and it's like, like it's almost like you started.
It's like almost like of course it would be. Of course it
Yes.
would be a trade first.
So what are you thinking today, Thomas?
Well, I'm thinking it's definitely going to be a slower day. This is like the hardest market for me to trade, where we have zero price levels or like structure, and we're just like slowly moving up.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, like the price action, like it's like making the pattern and like looking nice, but it's still only like 10 points of movement. And I'm just remembering that FOMC is Wednesday, and that's definitely going to be the news catalyst that we're looking for this week.
Yeah.
And just to like not expect too much these first few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's going to be a little reluctant to go heavy, right? With that upcoming news.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to plug you guys here, but
Perfect.
I don't know if you guys have seen Behind the Charts, any of you guys, any viewers here, but obviously Christine and Thomas and Randy have this podcast. It's amazing. If you want to see any information on, from new traders, like, Axe been on there and a whole bunch of people. So definitely go and check out, Jordan. Definitely go check out their podcast here at Behind the Charts Pod on YouTube. It's a great way. They release videos every Monday. So you guys definitely check it out. I've loved so many of these episodes. They're awesome to watch. I look forward to my Monday viewing session.
Thanks, Dave. We have a good one coming out today.
Yeah, today's a nice technical based one.
Yeah,
Definitely
and if
more on
you're
the technical side.
Yeah, if you ever like had thoughts of going live, this is a good one to listen to, because it actually like he'll basically like he'll map out your plan for you, which is pretty cool.
Beautiful.
I hope those ASFX.
So what are you looking for, Christine? Like what level are you looking for it to sweep?
So basically I don't have anything because it's above all those levels. So I have 4 levels on my chart: pre-market low, pre-market high, yesterday's high, and yesterday's low, and price is like above all of those levels. So my only, which is actually better, I think, because and this is something that I learned from Isaac on our podcast. We're in an uptrend right now. So technically 2 of my trades would be shorts. And so those would be counter trending trades. So those ones I need to size down, or they're just not going to be as high probability. But if we did have a pullback to one of my levels and I could take a sweep and a move off there, that would be an in-trend trade. So I like those better. But price would have to come down. I mean, technically, we kind of had one, but it's hard for me to see. So off the pre-market high, which was basically made just before the open, we just had a bit of chop on the 2-minute. Then the price came down, kind of swept that opening low, and then really moved off from there. So technically that could have been a long for me. I should mark that up.
Yeah, that sweep. I see that.
It was also a break of like New York VWAP, things like that. So like there's 2 things I'm just not good at. I'm honestly better at seeing the shorts because they've happened more. So I'm still learning how to visually see it on the opposite direction as well.
I'm not sure why, but some reason Thomas's images or like video is frozen.
Oh, it's frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I didn't even.
Yeah,
I
can hear you.
I didn't even notice. Actually.
Interesting. My my light fell and then it like stopped the.
Oh,
Let me see.
so just a little into the trading part anyways. We did a little breakout of the opening range high there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't usually suggest people taking the first trade unless you're going to be super tight outside of the range. So we'll see how this ends up playing out. Maybe we can get a pullback. It's looking like Austin went short the stream up here at the top of the opening range. So be interesting to see how this plays out. Like I said, though, I'm not looking to rush into anything just yet. So I don't know. That's weird. Thomas's image is still kind of. It looked like it did. He went away and then he came back. I'm just gonna bring it down and then put it back up and see if that will help. Oh, now it's just blank. That's too bad. Should have left it the other way.
That's amazing. Ack said I see shorts better than long, so I always flip my charts when I want to go long.
Interesting. I never thought about doing that.
A on TV. That's amazing.
A
That's such a mind hack. Like, I feel like Ack always has the best advice for like little hacks for your brain.
Yeah.
You know, talking about.
Try that. Okay.
Yeah.
Artlist.io.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
that gave me an alert on mine.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, like it brought up an alert.
Oh.
Control A, maybe? No.
Alt
Yeah.
A?
Alt A on Trading View. Yeah, weird. I'm doing that, but it's giving me it's bringing up an alert, like setting an alert.
Dave, is Thomas in the back stage?
I think he actually he's not.
Okay.
I think he maybe is shut it down to come back in once his video's going, I think.
Control
Sorry, Control A. Gotcha.
Artlist.io.
It's not working for me. I might have to go look in. Maybe I messed up my hotkeys or something. Change them around.
Artlist.io.
But yeah, that's all. That's totally. If you see it one way or the other, that's definitely something you could consider doing. Looking like NQ sort of took the top of that that channel that I was talking about. So we broke up above that. You can see right there. We broke up above this uptrending channel here. So definitely bullish today, guys. Obviously, all-time highs. Usually that's going to be the case, I guess. But I'm like Thomas. I'm not that experienced or that confident trading these all-time highs because, there's no levels, right?
But the beautiful part is, this will not last forever. There will be a pullback at some given point, and then we will be back into trading with levels if that's what you like. If you're a VWAP trader, just trade your VWAP daily as you see it.
Totally.
You know, like, you don't have to have a trade today, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my Sunday so far. So
yeah, exactly.
we can get away with not losing any money today.
Music licensing reimagined.
Did Thomas? Oh yeah. I think Thomas is backstage. Maybe.
I don't see him on there yet.
Your music is, I don't know if other people find it, but we find it loud.
Okay, it's still loud. I turned it even lower here, so I can definitely turn it down even more.
Yeah. Artlist.io.
Is that better?
I think so. We'll ask Thomas when he gets back on because
we put it down to 10 there. So normally I run it at 21.
Oh.
So.
It's a party.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had been able to see this trade, but it's just too of a unique.
Yeah, it was really close to your entry.
I couldn't see it. And I guess I never thought about it because normally we've always been opening between the range, between the levels that I have.
Mm-hmm.
But we basically opened above all my levels. So technically all my options for today would be longs.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good learning.
Yeah. That's kind of like those when I was taking those trades right at the gate.
Yeah.
Because we're we opened up well above the value area high.
Mm-hmm.
That pretty much says it's it's going higher, right?
Right.
So, and it looks like we're just grinding higher.
Yeah.
It's steadily going higher here.
Yeah.
We did have that little pullback at what 642, 641 for like 3-4 minutes. But yeah, big news this week, and all-time highs definitely make it harder to trade. Hopefully, Thomas can get back in. You can find the invert scale shortcut if you open up settings, is what Daniel said. Settings, scales and lines.
Hack, we actually have one coming up. So this episode is with Isaac, and then our 20th episode, which is the following week, is a home team episode. And we just go over like where we're at in trading. It's just Randy, Thomas, and I. So, Thomas.
Welcome back, Thomas.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what the hell that was. I had to restart my computer. It was like the camera was just not getting picked up.
Oh, gotcha. Short circuit.
Better, Thomas? Is it not as loud?
Everything's
turn the
good.
music down to 10.
Everything's good.
So I don't know if that's...
Okay. Yeah, then in hindsight, that does look like a good short or a good long now.
I know, but hindsight's everything. But it's like, you know what I was just thinking, Thomas? Normally, like with my experience, especially since I've like narrowed down my entries, I've been setting up my levels and we've always opened between. So I've always said, okay, I'm going to have 2 short opportunities and 2 longs. But what I didn't take into account for is if we open above all my levels, then what I'm looking for is actually 4 longs. Does that make sense? Because technically it would be like a pullback to that level and overshoot of it and then bounce from there. So
it does make sense.
Yeah, like this is, I can mark this up now. I just need to like rewire my brain because I'm so used to looking at the upper 2 levels being an overshoot of them and then like a fade of that level essentially.
Yeah, and I feel like I need to reframe like my thinking of when price breaks opening range low or reaches that opening range low price or like any downside price per se. Instead of flipping and getting short, it's like, how can I think about this long? How can I get long from this?
Yeah, because if you look like that wick to the low side, really like it swept out those like the opening candle low on the 2-minute chart.
Anyone who was long from the open.
Yes, like just swept those out and then like moved off of there. Little disappointed. NQ first win was only 40 points for a 2R or break right now. I'm flat.
Why is that disappointing?
Yeah, why is the 2R disappointing?
I was wondering that. NQ is definitely looking even stronger than ES right now. I just opened that up, add the opening range there. We're definitely moved higher there from 2029. 229 is the top of the range, so 262. So yeah, I can see you got almost 40 points on that, depending on your entry. It's pretty nice. I'd be happy with that. This Dow, I think, was looking pretty bearish this morning, and that's kind of what's holding us back, I think, on ES. We did rip a bit, but now we're pulling back right down close to the lows again today. So I think Intel, we got some good, I think Intel is, how's the Tesla looking right now?
We're still just over 5% up, but it's come down a little bit from the open for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Thomas, I bought Tesla on Friday, and it had gapped up.
Into the close.
Yeah, it had gapped up, and I was like, sometimes if that happens, I'll like just get out of the trade like right away, because a lot of times when you have like a gap up, it's gonna try to close some of that. But I didn't, because I was like, well, I wanted to see what it did. So it's moved down, which makes sense. It's going to be a lot of profit taking, but let's see.
So how do you determine, Christine, if like the high of day that's set now, like if that's a sweepable level, or if that level, if it gets taken, it's going to keep going higher?
I don't know,
like
because
obviously nothing certain, but
I don't play off those like levels set within the day.
Intraday.
Okay. I'm always playing off the levels that were set previous day or pre-market. I'm sure there's some strategy that has to do with that. And like, I think once you're better, or like maybe once I'm better at seeing those liquidity, but when you're looking for liquidity, you want like equal lows or things to like match up. Like this is a new high, like there's nothing else there, you know? So I can't I want to be able to draw a line from like one point to another point and have them meet to show me that there's more liquidity there that price might come down to.
That's kind of the one good thing about the fair value gaps. If you do trade those, is they show up.
Yes.
You know, when you're in all-time highs. So
yes, that's nice.
Some sort of a indicator to take, to get some continuation on.
Are you thinking about this if it breaks out of the opening range again, Thomas?
It's like I do, but also this is just the hardest trade for me to take. Because if I buy it at 17, because realistically I'd probably be buying around 17. Stop goes all the way at 7, and then I'm looking for 27. It's like I'm also looking at it from the 15-minute chart of like since 3 in the morning or 6 o'clock East Coast time, it has just been consistently moving up without like a single bearish candle.
Right.
So like again, now just buying now is like, it's just the hardest time for me.
Right.
And I say hardest because I feel like it just feels like we're just super overextended, and me buying here is like not gonna always be rewarded.
Yeah.
Damn, Tesla's now up 650. What just happened? Oh, Tesla just had a nice bullish candle.
I know. I'm just looking at that.
Damn. Yeah, NQ is definitely looking like the more bullish one to trade today.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
it hasn't even come
good right now.
Hasn't even come back to its opening range. Sorry. YM is just meh.
Yeah.
I know. I stopped looking at YM after learning that it's weighted so differently.
Yes.
And like it just really doesn't even mean anything for the other assets.
Unless you're like actually trading it.
But I do
that's
gotta
what
say,
Goldman
when it
Sachs.
is pulling back, it does affect ES. Like if you notice that the Dow is pulling back, and like look how much more bullish NQ is right now compared to the ES. So I just typically have noticed that when we are getting more of a bearish day on the Dow, it seems to affect the ES. But even though they are, I agree, they are weighted differently. But
oh my gosh, Google though.
Google's ripping.
Ugh.
Also.
Did you guys know that I had purchased Google for a swing trade at 172?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the price? It is currently at 252.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I got out before earnings because I said, I don't want to hold through earnings. It's too much of a red.
Yeah. Were you up at that point already?
Pardon?
Were you up in the trade?
Oh yeah. I bought it 171.85, sold at 191.
Very nice.
Now it proceeded to move another $60. Oh my gosh, I can't. If I calculated that, I would die.
Yeah.
But I would have been in it for like over a month, you know? And this is that kind of thing makes me like, I didn't want to jump out of Tesla this morning, just because it looked like it was moving down. Because if I'm thinking about it, a lot of people are probably doing that. They're taking whatever profits they made over the weekend, right?
For sure.
But there is there's still bullish news activity. Like people aren't super quick. Like I heard about news on Tesla on Friday, but I'm like, well, even though it had moved up a lot, people aren't like they hear the news and they action. Like some people, it takes a few days for them to hear it, and then they're like jumping in like after the fact. So that's kind of what I was thinking about.
I know S&P Capital, they always talk about like first day, second play, and third day plays.
Yes.
Of like, it's normally a few days of momentum with the stock.
Yes, and technically this would have been, I got in on this end of the second day. So it would have been great if I got in on that after that first day, but I didn't. So we'll see if this can get some bullish momentum. Then I think I'm probably good to just take it, because at some point you're going to want a little bit of a pullback. I think. I don't know. I'm still learning swing trading, guys.
Yeah, and I also just got the 150K over this weekend. So like the first trade I'm taking on it, like it's got to be a good one.
Yes. I would like
and
seemingly
I forgot to put in the damn code, so I paid like double.
No. Can you ask them?
Yeah. I was literally, I'm like so bothered with myself. I was trying to make a video of like this is what I'm doing to blah, blah, blah. Like I was trying to make a video, and I was like going to clip the video and cut it and have me like purchasing the account and like talking over it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like recording it, and I just buy the account, and I'm like, fuck, and then I got all pissed. And so now I'm like, now that video is scratched.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. What account did you buy again? Tradeify?
A 150K with Tradeify.
Okay, nice.
Because Tradeify, you get a 6K drawdown.
That's crazy.
And you get 4,500.
Yeah. And what's your profit target with Tradeify?
9.
9. Yeah. Which is the same as top one.
But then what's your max?
Yes,
is the max payout bigger?
No, actually, the max payout is smaller.
On Tradeify.
The payout with Tradeify, the payout is smaller, but for me, you get so much better drawdown.
Yes.
And I'm trying to choose the harder thing. If I normally choose the smaller account with a little bit of drawdown, and then when it goes into drawdown, I just feel like I already blew the account because it's in drawdown.
Yes.
What's like the worst thing I could do is just buy a larger account with a small drawdown, and then like just let that repeat. So I'm like trying to choose the different path.
Yeah, longevity, right? Like. What are you thinking, Thomas?
Like mid candle, every candle looks like a good buy off New York VWAP, but then after the candle prints, I'm like, that doesn't look great.
Yeah. Definitely a battle at the view out there.
Dave, what are you thinking?
I'm still feeling a little unsure. I'm gonna let this shake out a little bit longer. I wouldn't mind seeing another pullback down to kind of like 66.07 area.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's Friday's high day.
Yeah. And we did form some wicks like since the open anyways down there. So that'd be pretty nice place to get an entry. Looks like Austin's trade is working out a bit. Well, until that last candle anyways.
I'm surprised he went short at all-time highs.
Yeah. I think he's running the new Ignite accounts too.
Oh.
This
candle is like taking... We'll see.
Maybe he took profit already, actually. He might have... Yeah, he's full out here, he said, in his write-up. So he did. He closed it up... looks like it's a $53 winner. But like those accounts are super small, right?
Yes.
So I think he's running the 25Ks.
Yeah. Nice.
I think he's shooting for a max profit of, I saw a short he did. I think it's like 300 and 200 or something.
Yeah.
So.
All right. We're looking good on Tesla again. If we could get back up to high day and see what happens, then I'd be like, or high pre-market is what I really want.
Mm-hmm.
Music licensing reimagined.
$628.
Guys, if you, like, if anyone swing trades, I'm telling you, focus on the Mag 7. This is not a financial advice, FYI. Focus on the Mag 7 and just wait to hear some news. Like, it's not hard. Like, if you're just prepared and you've had just getting in and getting out of positions, like on your personal account, and you just wait to hear random news, take a couple day swing trade and you get some money. It doesn't have to be like money. Sometimes it's just pay your bills money.
Totally agree.
This is where I've got a long marked up, but definitely not entering this.
Yeah. And NQ has a lot of time, like it could pull back, right? So sometimes when that happens, like I'm like, okay, I feel like ES could pull back a little bit more because NQ's New York VWAP and opening range high are in the same point now.
Mm-hmm. I know, in the way that this 15-minute candle just started printing, like it looks like it could just be a nice sell-off candle back to like 66.03, where the daily VWAP is.
Yes, which would be a great entry. Sometimes I think we should pay like a lot more attention to the daily VWAP than the New York VWAP.
So when you say
I know,
daily,
and then every time.
Sorry, I couldn't hear either one of you.
I was saying when you set your daily VWAP, how do you set that? You go onto your daily chart and.
What do you mean, the overnight VWAP or New York VWAP?
Okay, so just when you say daily.
The overnight VWAP. The overnight.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then the New York VWAP is like anchored from the opening candle.
Yeah. Okay.
I trade stocks in USD, so I load my account with Canadian, and then I had to exchange that over to USD. But my brokerage is still Canadian, so I'm always looking at two numbers on my trading platform because it'll show me then Canadian and then USD. So I keep looking at both basically. But the Canadian is always so enticing because the exchange is so different that I have to make sure I don't like wimp out of trade just because I'm like, look how much Canadian money I have.
Right?
Right, Dave? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when I got that first payout, I was like, oh my god. Like the payout gets bigger when you convert it. One good thing about having a crappy dollar.
Like 2,000 US is like $3,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
How much is a half gallon of milk in Canadian?
Half gallon is like a 4 liter? Sorry? Or 2 liter, sorry.
Do you guys do gallons?
No, we use liters.
No.
We just do liters, and then we have milk in bags, not like
32
junk.
ounces?
What is
Yeah,
the
we go
milk
by
in
the-
I know.
bag?
I don't
3
even buy
liters?
I
milk.
want to short it here so bad. I want to short it so bad, but I'm like, if I short this and I lose, I'm going to look back and be like, you should not have done that.
Well, we do have more
Why?
liquidity on the book underneath, and we do have 65 or 6605 down below. NQ just rolled over into that channel that I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
So, although it is finding a bit of support right at that channel, so it's not fully
Yeah.
broken down there yet. But
Yeah. Let's wait, Thomas.
Yeah,
Don't
because
short it yet.
it's like I want to short it. The
Yeah.
market's not telling me to short it. The
Right.
market's telling me to buy it.
good
And you know
observation.
what?
But
It
I
might
don't-
just drop around here waiting for NQ, and then once NQ gets back to its level and then starts making a move, like you might see ES also make the move. Because I've seen that happen. Like ES will just kind of like stall and wait for NQ.
For
$2
sure.
for 2 liters.
I don't know if that's true for us on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
I would have
more-
to look.
Oh, you're on the East Coast.
Yeah,
now,
she's on the
huh?
East Coast,
Okay.
so
I think it's cheaper there.
Listen,
I think so too.
Yeah.
Let's see if I got. Maybe I'll open my Save on Foods app here and see what
Yeah.
see what kind of price we got on a 2 liter of milk.
Yeah, because it's like for me, it's like the balance between I'm like not able to every time, like if I talk it out, price opened, we swept opening range low, set a new high, retesting VWAP, and consolidating around VWAP. Like
Mhm.
that would tell me I should buy it,
Mhm.
but I don't always follow that criteria.
$4.99 for a 2 liter of
Okay. Okay, yeah,
Which
ours is like
2% milk.
6.
How much? Like 2 liters is less than a gallon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think a gallon is it 4 liters? I think it's like 4 liters.
Let me
is a
check.
gallon.
Yeah, it's about a half gallon.
Okay. So that's same.
Mhm.
Except our $6 is actually your $4.
Yeah, so a little cheaper.
So the 4 liter jug is $6, which would be similar to the gallon, I guess.
Damn,
Okay,
and
yeah.
our gallon is 12.
Your gallon's $12?
$12.
Oh, but you're in California.
$9 and $12. Depending on if it's organic or not.
Oh yeah, organic.
Wow.
A1 grass-fed milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 gallon's 3.785 liters for Canadian or in Canada here. So we do have cows in Canada.
Yes, we do. Thomas, what's going through your brain?
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm thinking about buying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like
I'm just so indecisive this morning, so sorry to the viewers, but I'm just not really sure what to do here.
I know we're a bunch of boring ass traders today.
Yeah,
But that's what you want to be.
Yeah, flat's a position.
Mhm.
Taking a page out of Jose's book here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Music licensing reimagined.
Taking an attempt here at opening range high again.
Okay.
To progression.
To what?
Like we tried to take opening range high and got rejected there. That's a 1 minute candle.
We're
And
just getting
candle.
to the New York VWAP on NQ. Just getting there.
So we did form a bearish fair value gap on NQ. We just broke into that top of the range. We closed down in that channel. Oops.
All right, I'm trying a long, small long.
Nice.
I like it.
Stop is at 11, and take profit is up at 22.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, that looks like a good trade no matter how it works. You're trending, you're with trend. The structure is looking exactly great for longs. Like, I think you've got all your things stacked.
Yo, here we go.
Do you want to put up your chart?
Licensing reimagined.
Don't overwhelm him, Dave. It's
I mean,
first
you don't
day.
have to. That's why I'm asking. It's all good.
Just mark it out.
No, I just have my entry at 16.
I'll mark it up.
See, I
I'll mark it out on my
I
chart.
tried to get the entry at 16, but it's in at
Yeah.
16.75.
Okay, that's pretty
With the
good.
stop down at 11, and then a take profit at 22.75 right now.
Nice.
Because I see the orders at 23 on Bookmap, so I'm trying to front run that a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. How do you know I was flat? Jose, we always know you're flat.
Very nice. Yeah, that looks like a good trade to me too.
Yeah, literally good trade. Yeah, 5 minute looks really good.
Music licensing reimagined.
Up 2 points already. That's a good start.
Good start.
Up 8 ticks.
I can't do ticks. It's too much math.
All right, I am just locking my. Nope, it didn't make a new high day. I thought it made a high day.
It's working its way.
It's right there.
Right
It's
there.
close.
Right there, yeah. We want 66.20.25 to print. That's a previous high. We got a bunch of orders at the 20 point here, but it's looking like it wants to take those.
Wants to eat them up.
Gobble gobble. Hungry hippos.
Mm-hmm.
I am locking the stop now.
Okay.
To break even or up in
Yeah.
profit?
No, just to break even. For me, there's nowhere yet in profit.
Yeah, true. So we got equal highs there.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep, equal highs.
So one thing that I've been doing with my trading recently is I would have probably tried to take a little bit of profit at that high level there,
Mhm.
and then lock my stop to break even. So if it does come back on me, at least you know you captured a little bit of
Yeah.
win.
Music licensing
That's like,
Yeah.
Isaac, when we were on, he's our podcast today. He does a really he at 4.5 points basically trails. So like he's never taking a break even. He's either taking a loss or a profit, and he's either taking 4.5 points or 10, 20, like depending on the trade itself, right? So it's like interesting like philosophy of how he does that.
Nice.
And like we've heard it before. We've heard him at and whatnot.
No, this trade's definitely looking good though. Loving that big candle there. 30 seconds left on
Yeah.
this 5 minute.
Music licensing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've just been caught so many times taking half profits and stuff that I ended
Right.
up getting. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
There was a long period of time where I was like, every time I would take partial profits, I would just get frustrated with myself.
Okay.
And so then now I stopped, and I remember like there was a time when I like didn't think I was gonna ever be able to like stop taking partial profits because it's like easy to like you have like less on the trade. Oh damn!
Ooh,
Well,
That
that
was
is
a
a
nasty
break even. That's a break even, or well, that's actually a plus $6 for me. So
nice. Hey,
There we
Thomas,
go.
in your
Protection
new
there.
account,
you
you're
know what?
positive.
Yeah, I'm so happy with that trade.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yeah.
trade.
What was that little blip?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
even though there's some news,
I'm looking at financial
I did
news
I,
here.
I did my thing,
Yeah. You followed your plan.
and like I wanted to trail the stop a little early, and I caught myself, and I was like, nope, not yet, not
Yeah.
too early.
Yeah, no news or nothing there. I don't know. That was just market manipulation. Looks
Oh
like.
damn!
See that print?
Wow, well that would have hit my TP.
Oh yeah,
But
exactly.
that's
Right,
weird.
right. To the
It
TP.
printed on
That's-
MES, but not on the ES book map.
That's a
On
really
ES book
weird
map, it's not
candle.
there.
That was
Yeah,
a
that's
really
not there on
candle.
ES.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, definitely
that's really
acts
fucking.
has a little less whipsaw, right? The
Like,
big
if you're
books, the big
yeah.
ones.
Like it's not. You can't even. Yeah, that's weird. Look at
That's
the
a
volume.
fucking weird trade.
Look at the
Just like
volume.
whatever.
Yeah, the candle looks so different on ES.
Oh my gosh.
We only went up to what is that? 6620 on ES.
Has Project X rolled over already?
I don't think so. It still says MESU.
Yeah, it does.
It rolls
Oh,
over
that's-
tonight,
Well,
though,
it'll
right?
roll over. Yeah, it'll roll over when the volume is there.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, what is
All
going
right, what a
on?
weird trade. What a trade.
What a very weird trade.
Okay, we did get some news at 7:30. That's what happened. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent, the U.S. will impose tariffs on China goods for purchasing Russia oil unless European countries do the
Damn
same.
China news.
Yeah, they just took a minute to get it out for us there.
Talk about it. Isn't that what kind of candle is that when it looks like a cross?
A doji.
Yeah.
So this week's probably going to be a bunch of these types of candles leading up to to the FOMC. Dow had a really hard pullback, or I mean NQ had a really hard pullback there too. It's like 57 down to 21, so 30 something points.
Well, dang, I don't know how much longer you guys are going to stream for, but like, I'm done for the day now.
Perfect. Are you doing one trade a day? That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, on a day like today, I am more than happy with the one trade because it's like I took the long. I don't want to be buying way up into space. I got work later today.
Yes.
Megan woke up early. I'm trying to go hang out with Megan.
Nice.
I'm like, dang, I'm just happy. I'm just so happy with that trade. Like, I didn't want to take it. I wasn't sure. And then I just talked it out. Like, okay, the bias is long. It broke the high of day VWAP after shoving off New York. I got in, locked my stop, got tapped out on a weird candle.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah, exactly. And that was a weird fucking candle.
Definitely a good trade with a weird candle for sure.
Yes, totally weird candle. And that'll happen. Sometimes you just get weird stuff that happens and you just got to keep with your plan, and that's how it like balances out. Like your plan will save you from stuff like this, because that could have been a drop down and like a drop to the bottom. Like who knows?
Yeah, that thing could have continued. It opened like this down, and then it could have just kept going.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And I mean, it truly is like these are the days where I'll like have like less confidence now going into my second trade, because it's like, oh, I already feel entitled to a winner. Like I took a winning trade, but I didn't make the P&L, so I feel entitled, and then that just means I'm gonna trade my next trade poorly.
Yeah.
Dang.
Good thought process, Thomas.
Very good. Yes. The book's just dark now.
Yeah.
Ever since that whipsaw candle happened.
Yeah. There's clearly some high. There's clearly a wall at 20. That's where we're having these equal highs. God, now it's like, can you look at it in inverse? We had the intraday high at 20, key level 20, round number. We reach it with a full candle body, immediately reject off of it. News sweeps it, and then now it's just rejecting lower. And if you look on Bookmap, like it took a huge block at 20 and just immediately has like consolidated and is now just rejecting.
Yeah, this would be a good short for sure, I think.
Very good analysis there.
Yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
I like it. Yeah, I find my better trades come usually around this time till sometime after like even 8 a.m., which is 11 a.m. East Coast. Just when the market shakes out a little bit more.
Yeah.
NQ's still looking pretty bullish though. We're holding the top of that channel. We broke into that higher channel. We're still holding it. How's your Tesla looking?
Oh, me? Sorry. It's back down to the like opening range low. I'm hoping it's gonna, I would just like it to hold this and move, but we'll see. I mean, everything else is green except NVIDIA. So we shall see. Sometimes the stocks might take them till the afternoon to make a bigger move, you know? Like they're not as, like I find you need to kind of look at them for the whole day versus just the open.
Yeah.
Sometimes they only move in the open, but.
Well, this is a reasonable pullback right after that move. So.
Absolutely.
So is there any other trade, Christine, that would present for you today? If it goes all the way down to that lower level, like it's not about the time frame, it's more about just when price reaches the level?
Yeah, it could but I just don't see it moving all the way down. Like my lowest level is at 586. So I really don't see it going there. I could see it. Yeah. Like, is there another trade that could happen off 66.11? Because there is some liquidity, I think, there. Maybe. But I think really the trade happened and I missed it. And that's okay. I have it marked up. So it hasn't reached a 2-hour profit yet. So I'll be able to come back and like see what happened, right? But yeah, but I mean, overall, it's been a good day because it kind of like was able to reframe some of my like of what I'm actually looking for, because I had like a bit of a blind spot. So now I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta look at it like when I come to the desk, see where the price is opening at, and then. Like I might not have short opportunities. I might only have longs or vice versa or whatever. So, it's been good. And also, do I adjust my profit expectancy when I'm trading only longs at the top of my highest range? Because you know what I mean? Like when you're trading,
yeah, for sure.
looking for a 2-hour trade makes sense because you're trading level to level. When you're trading from a level to like open space, do I adjust my expectancy to maybe like a 1 hour versus a 2 hour? So right now, this has gone about 1.77. So you know what I'm saying? Like just those kind of things I'll look at a little bit.
Yeah.
Looking like Lawrence is in a short position.
Oh, is he? Nice. And off what?
Probably
20 level.
Yeah. He's a little bit in drawdown right now. I think it's Lawrence, but it might be Tanner. But yeah, he's a little bit in drawdown on that. So it looks like he's like sort of the top of the range. But he's got his I can see he marked up his his entry model there, like where it goes up down.
Oh yeah, that would be Lawrence for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's Lawrence. Yeah, he was in it looks like he's been in a short for a while on NQ, and since the Newswick didn't break the high of day like it did on ES, he's still in that short.
Nice.
So now it probably looks better for him. He's probably happy about that. But hell, guys, so I'll see you guys again on stream tomorrow. Christine will be with Randy, I think.
Yes. Yes. Wait, Tuesday?
Tuesday, yes.
I might not be here Tuesday. I do have to possibly drive to a passport office to replace my passport. I'll let you guys know though.
Well, sounds good. Nice meeting you, Dave. I'll see you around on stream.
Here's Thomas. Good job today.
Yeah, see you guys.
Thanks, Thomas.
Music licensing reimagined.
There we go. That was my first time meeting Thomas.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of him. He's a really smart guy.
So smart.
I love his questions and everything in your guys' podcast. He's really really good.
He's the smartest one for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, we need to do something while we're
quite
here.
Calculated, it sounds like too.
Yeah.
Just the way he thinks and talks. It's very good. Happy to have him. So are you guys thinking of streaming a bit more often then? I haven't really heard.
No, I think Thomas just wanted to come on a little bit.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, I'll jump on with you today, basically. But I personally like just the Tuesday, Thursdays. It gives me like a chance, especially with maybe I'll change once I'm back down in Mexico. But during this like season of like moving, I'm just so not able to commit.
Got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And how many kids do you have?
2.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like 4 or anything like that.
I mean, 2's a lot already.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're doing all the packing for everybody. So
yes, my husband will pack like the night before, like his 6 t-shirts and 2 pairs of pants, and then he'll be good to go.
Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'd like to see if I can come down and visit you guys in Mexico when Randy's down there. That'd be
amazing. Yeah, because he'll have like some space. Won't he?
I think so. I think he's got extra room. So I guess it depends on who has planning to come down.
Right, yeah. Yeah, we leave in like less than 2 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy. So awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe this tear we've been on since 5:20 a.m. basically.
Yeah. Just keeps going.
Higher and higher. It's not a whole lot of points though. It's only 28 points. But I guess for ES, that is a decent amount.
Yeah. The opening range wasn't that big, which makes sense, right? We have FOMC coming up this week, so just got to keep it.
That's like a 9-point range. Pretty small. Yeah, 8.5, 9 bars. Nice clean little break here.
Yeah,
I got a fishing trip coming up October 10 to 20.
Oh, nice.
So I will be I'll be on the charts a bit here and there, but Monday to Friday, for most of those days, I'll probably be fishing. So
Yeah.
I might not be around very much for those.
Where are you fishing?
In Chilliwack on the Vedder River.
Nice.
Yeah, it's coho salmon season. So
Okay,
a
cool.
good friend of mine, we've done this. This will be the third year in a row where we book
Nice.
a campsite right on the river.
That's amazing.
Wake up 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. and head out to the water. So, because it's hard to get spots out there. There's just so many active fishermen that if you're not there early, you're gonna just get a spot that's no good, basically.
So do you guys just like eat the salmon the whole week you're there?
We ate it a couple times, but usually we just kind of like process it and then take it home and freeze it up. So
cool. So and how long will that last you?
Like how long will I have fish to eat?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on how many we catch.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I got 5 sockeye salmon in the freezer right now.
Oh, nice.
4.5 because I ate half one already.
Yum.
So I got a decent stockpile already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. I guess it depends on how successful we are.
Yeah. So our days like today really test patience. Yes, it's a slow grind. Might call it early session. Maybe come back after lunch. Yeah, bye. It makes sense. Do it. Don't
CSR.
ruin your day with the price action today. If it's not serving you, then just go do something else.
Jose is so funny. I love being a guy. All we need is a toothbrush.
True.
Music licensing reimagined.
Anyways, I think this trade that I did not take is gonna maybe work well. It gets back up to. Oh, looks like we were holding that bottom of range on Tesla. We'll see
So
though.
you kind of like marked up that long.
Yep, just marked it up. Yep. I would have entered on a 2-minute chart. I would have entered at 9:46 at about 66.12.75. Because I had that pre-market level, it would have kind of held that, then just sweeped it, and then there was a strong like momentum from there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, technically it would have been a VWAP break as well. So there was like a couple different like confluences for that trade for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's about to hit 2R. So yeah, well.
Good data for future, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, so new to this type of strategy that I'm glad this came up today. Like I said earlier, because now I can, especially in all-time highs, I was kind of feeling like, oh, I don't really have a lot. And it's like, oh, well, things like this will happen. So I don't know. I've already resigned myself to probably not take many trades over the next 2 weeks anyways. So me having a chance to just learn is a good thing.
Right. Yeah. So we ran into those orders up to 26,620 23 flat. Rejected off it. Did a little pullback. Typically when I see that happen, it's just going to do a little pullback before it heads back up and takes those orders.
Yes.
It is looking a little weird right now.
Okay.
Because like usually when we take those, we took a bunch of orders below it and actually they're piling on right now. So it's kind of interesting. It's looking like it wants to push us lower.
Well, like Thomas was saying, we're pretty far extended from the overnight VWAP. Like,
yeah,
we kind of just might need a bit of more of a pullback to extend further, right? I don't know. All-time highs are just weird.
Yeah, so
you can never know how far they're going to go until they need a pullback and then shoot from there.
Yeah, just if to me, it just ends up feeling like gambling, right? When you're up here like this, if you're trying to take a long or just, I mean, it might even continue all day, you know, but how do you like set your levels and put it, you know, safety taking trades? So that's true. That's too bad that he got wicked out on that trade. That was
I know it is too bad because it's a nice little trade.
NQ
But I
started.
mean, he has a plan, right? Like I don't move my stop to break even normally, or I'm gonna try not to.
Yeah.
Just because like even in this trade, if I had taken it and I had moved my stop to break even, I would have been stopped out, and then it would have moved to like, so far it's gone to 1.9, which I probably might have taken it like if we got that close. So I'm trying not to do that. But for him, if it makes a new high a day, he moves his stop to break even. Like that's part of his plan. That's what he did in back testing. So
nice.
And also, like, if circumstances for that had to have been a touch different, like let's say he had have gotten in at 16 like he wanted to and not 16.75, he wouldn't have been stopped out.
Yeah, he would have been.
So it's like you just have to, sometimes the like smallest little detail will change the whole trade, but he still has to follow his process.
Yeah, that's too bad, eh?
Yeah.
And just from my point of view, like that's why I do take partials before I take my stop to break even, because I just got burned too many times, sort of like that, where it does come back and stop me out. But yeah, definitely, you know, trade your own strategy for sure. Find what works, and obviously that works for him. So, and you know, it still was a winning trade.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
All right, Dave, I'm sorry to cut it short, but I got to head out and do some passport things and all the fun stuff.
No doubt. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'll update everyone tomorrow on how this markup went. It looks like it's going to hit 2R very soon anyway, so add it to the report card for the day. And everyone blow on Tesla for me.
Yeah. Make it go higher.
Yeah. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.
Bye. It's just me now, guys. Oh, what am I doing here? There we go. Oh, what am I doing here? I'm just trying to set up the screen here. I'm going to have to make a new panel for... There we go. Save that. I'm going to have to make a new panel so that I can have 3 or 4 camera slots for the next trading day here, guys. Nice to have some other people come on the stream, some other conversations, other perspectives. So I hope you guys saw and learned some good information there. And if you haven't had the chance, definitely go check out their podcast. It's really, really awesome. It's like so different from most of the other podcasts out there. You get to see, get insights from like just average Joe traders, like all of us. You know, no, not so much like getting the gurus on. There's some guys that are, you know, further in their trading experience, but just getting the perspective of like new traders is really important to help us develop our skills moving forward, right? So Behind the Charts pod, definitely check that out.
Music licensing reimagined.
How's the chat find the music? Is that too loud? Or was it better when it was like, what did you guys like the level of music we had it at there? Should have been watching NQ today, guys. Let's put NQ on here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So popped up here above the top of the range. That's okay. The music's okay. Thanks, Johan. Glad to see you're still here. Switch up our banner here. I like to do these little things, keeps me busy. Still flat, waiting for an opportunity. Yeah, just sorry I'm not haven't taken a trade this morning, guys. Just kind of like not really sure what to be taking here. We do have a bullish fair value gap right down at the VWAP here. Sort of like this area from this candle over here. Sort of looks like this. Let's go with the green. So it is from 34.50 to 38.75.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looks like we're trying to break the top of this range right now, or the top of that trend line. Oh, you're working but listening. You're working but listening. Nice. What do you do for work? And that's pretty sweet that you can get into to watch or listen while you're at work. That's awesome.
Artlist.io.
So struggling to get a breakout here of this 24,258. I feel like we're due for a pullback, but you know, it's hard at this point. Like I said, we're all-time highs. And you know, the trend is obviously bullish. It's been bullish for some time now. If we look all the way back,
Music licensing.
it's been bullish for quite some time. since we took this, what was this? September 2nd, we had that big sell-off day, and then since then it's just been climbing and climbing. Another decent little sell-off day here on the 5th, but that was just like a temporary correction. But today, not much of a pullback today. Don't know how to say it in English. Webmaster. Okay. So you create websites, I guess? Or run a website, like updating it and that kind of stuff?
Music licensing reimagined.
That sounds like a fun job. I've made a couple web pages before. Wouldn't say I'm a web master, maybe like a web noob. So looking like we got some decent viewers today. Anyways, we got 15, 8 in Randy's channel, 6 in mine, and 1 in Randy's YouTube channel. After 25 years of BOF. BOF. Not sure what BOF stands for.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm trying to think. I don't feel that sharp this morning, guys. I think I spent a little too much of my mental capital yesterday. Oh, so. Yeah, it's really too bad I couldn't have stayed in that trade yesterday longer. It would have went way higher, but just didn't have the energy or ability to stay in that trade continuing forever. Sometimes I wish I could just like set it and forget it and just walk away and just like let it go, right? But don't feel very comfortable doing that when you're like trading, you know, accounts that cost money.
Music licensing reimagined.
So NQ is trying to break out here a bit. Might get a pretty good pop here if we can take out the 65 area. Let's get our book open here on NQ. Took out those orders at 60 there with some buying volume, which was that top of that range there. Oh, see, there we go. There's that candle. We got a nice rip there from 63 all the way to 78, although it did pull back instantly. So looking like we got some pretty strong sellers there, trying to hold that 60 level. This could be sort of that
Music licensing reimagined.
that whipsaw just to like stop out the longs, and then we could end up heading lower after this point. But like I said, I just haven't really seen any trades that I'm interested in taking here. We did form a little bullish fair value gap on NQ, like right in this area. What is it? 57 to 59.
Artlist.io.
Go just like that. Again, just especially with that type of a candle, I wouldn't recommend taking this trade here. Just it's a little too volatile, and with the whipsaw like that, like with all that selling pressure up at the top there, it's a little scary. What time do we got here? We're at 8:01. This might end up being a no trade day for me. It's not very often that I get a no trade day.
Artlist.io.
Just trying to be patient here. Just haven't seen anything I really like. And then, to be honest, having some other people on the stream, just having that whole, I've found that I trade best
Artlist.io.
when I'm like really focused on the trade, and when I'm streaming with other people, I tend to listen to the conversation and talk about other things, and it kind of takes my focus a bit away. So I've been a little more sort of trying to be a little more patient on taking my trades, because I'm not focused 100% like I usually am. But definitely love having people on. It's nice to get other perspectives. Thomas's trade was really nice. Awesome idea on the trade. Good entry. Like he said, he just missed the entry a little bit, and then he unfortunately got whipsawed out on that news candle, which can happen to anybody. So really, really good that he was at least break even on that.
Artlist.io.
Sometimes those whipsaws can take you out. Looking like I think Lawrence's trade on the strong trader got taken out in this wick. He was short, looking for it to go lower. Got
licensing reimagined.
whipsawed out. A little worried there's going to be lots of these types of candles this week. Super big battle here at the 60s. As you can see, we're trying to push up there again, but get some like whipsaw price action. Buyers are stepping in a bit here. Just not that convinced to take long here, guys. Like everything is saying to take long. We both broke out of this trend, this little bull flag that we were building here. Did whip up quite often. Over the next couple candles, we'll end up filling this wick higher. Looking pretty strong right now. We got 1 minute left on this candle. I did think about just jumping in on a scalp there, but it's just so risky up here, to be honest. So like the one earlier that pushed me out. You were in a trade earlier? Were you in a paper trade or a live trade? Oh, big yawn. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be right back.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So good thing we didn't take a long up there. That wick really did tell us something about today's price action, or this recent price action. This could end up sort of being the top here. Starting to pull back pretty quick, pretty heavily. 40 seconds left on this candle here. Let's see here. Could think about trying to take it short, heading towards back of the range, or at least to this VWAP here. Sort of stop up there, 10-point stop, 10-point take, 9-point stop, 9-point take profit here.
Artlist.io.
Is looking pretty heavy right now. We do have a bearish fair value gap that formed on this last candle here, so this has now been inverted.
Artlist.io.
So it's kind of like this. Sounds like we're getting some news on financial juice right now. 51 to 57 is this fair value gap. 51, 57. I'm going to make that for bearish.
Music licensing reimagined.
Could think about doing something like this in this fair value gap here. I'm gonna go with a small size. I'm gonna try to take this trade here, guys. If we can get tagged in. So we got tagged in there. We're gonna put our stop sort of up at this candle here, and then we'll put our TP down here. We're risking $50. It's a really small trade here. Looking like it might just keep going here and stop us out, actually. The bulls are coming back in here, right at the top of that range. A few seconds. Yeah, we got stopped out there. Unfortunately, that one did not work. That's why I went small size, though, guys. Wasn't feeling like it was going to be that great of a trade. Found some support down there. No real reason why we found support down there. There is a trend line actually on my other chart here. So I guess I kind of missed that part. I should have been paying attention to that. Let's throw up more. Yeah, so I kind of missed this. I should have been looking over at my other chart, but we had this trend line here that we've been, flirting with all day. That pullback went basically almost right to it and bounced off of it. So maybe the stop was a little too tight there, but on those fair value gap trades, and it was going against a trend. So maybe not the best choice to take that trade. That's why I went small. Only lost $50, so no big deal. But yeah, I should have been paying attention to this trend line because that's actually a good place for a long entry. Had we have taken a long there instead at 46, we would have been up 14 points or so currently. Kind of overlooked that one. Sort of rushed into that trade there. Did find a rejection there at the top of that candle at 54. So
Music licensing.
small size, small loser, no big deal. So I can take one more trade in this account. I'm trying to keep my accounts to a maximum of 2 trades per day per account. So I do have a number of accounts I can trade through, but like I said, I haven't really found anything so much. You took the big green, so you went long.
Artlist.io.
You took a long trade there? Woo! Applause. Nice. Beautiful. Why didn't you tell me? She said, no. Don't take a short, take a long. Sounds like my coffee's shutting off.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, that's too bad. I should have been paying closer attention to my trading view chart there. If I would have seen that trend line, I wouldn't have taken that entry. We completely inverted that fair value gap now, so it's gone.
Music licensing.
We still have a fair value gap down at this one here is still valid, so we could think about trying to wait for a retest of that for an entry possibly, but higher high, lower low. Yeah, definitely. We did get a lower low there from recent price action.
Artlist.io.
ES is kind of climbing its way up to the top of the trend there. Trend line. Yeah, big part of me just wants to go short. But just because we're so extended, and these are mean reversion, indices typically are mean reversion price action. So quite often it's gonna, it's gonna go up and then it's gonna come back down and then it's gonna go back up. So it always tends to come back to the mean or the middle. Having trouble getting past these this 62 area. You have like 20 something orders right in there. Yes, definitely is better to go with the trend, but those days where you catch the reversal, you can make a lot of money. So if there's some like clear reasons, or like what I would call like a cheap trade, I would think about taking the short, right? So up here we could definitely consider taking a cheap trade for a short, because basically invalidation is somewhere up here. It's not very far away, right? So if you were to take a short, you can have a pretty tight stop. You're not going to risk a whole ton, and the potential downside, if it does break and start heading lower, like you could easily target electronic VWAP or the low of the opening range, or even the previous day's high, right? So it's not coming through very clear right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
It sounds like I'm hearing it on YouTube here, so maybe maybe the mic was a little too far away from my face for a minute there.
Artlist.io.
Can't hear me? I think something might be going on your end, because I got my YouTube stream open and I can hear it coming through on YouTube. So maybe you're muted?
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's see if we got anybody still live in the trading space here. We're the only ones. We got 18 viewers right now. So we got Morning Cup of Trades is live right now. Patrick Whelan's still live. Clay Trader's live. Luna Trades live. Fit Mom's live.
Music licensing reimagined.
Nice. No, you can't hear me, huh? When I turn, yeah, my dad always says it when I turn my head to the right, the music or the sound quality drops. I got to get in the habit of leaning left when I look right. But can you hear me right now, Dad?
Artlist.io.
Hey, Ajaz. Good morning. Good to see you. How you doing this morning? Did you take any trades?
Artlist.io.
So you can't hear me, so I'm pretty good. So I think that Johan's got an issue on her end.
Music licensing reimagined.
$15 viewers right now, 8 on Randy's X, 6 in my channel, and 1 in Randy's YouTube channel. The sound is clear. Okay, good. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, so I think something happened on Johan's YouTube isn't playing properly or something. Maybe she accidentally hit the mute button. I gotta say, I think Johan's kind of like the first female trader to like follow and subscribe. At least on my channel. Randy's got a bunch on his channel. So everything's starting to look a little bit like we're starting to pull back here. Let's take a quick look at ES here and see what levels we had. So ever since they hit those 23s on the book on 66.23, we basically rejected and went lower. NQ, nothing really sticking out on NQ either. Just getting pulled down. Maybe Tesla or Microsoft is looking a little more bearish. Actually, Tesla's looking really good right now. Tesla's looking good. Nvidia gapped down, so that's not the best for the NQ. AMD pretty strong. Gapped up, sold off, went lower, bounced off the 200 EMA, is now it's higher on AMD. So just taking a quick look at sort of like the Mag 7 stocks individually. Apple gapped up, sold off, and then recovered nicely. So looking similar to Tesla. Tesla's a little more bullish right now.
Artlist.io.
NQ is starting to break below that trend line here. We're getting close to that fair value gap. We'll have to let it play out though. I'm gonna see if we get a reaction off of this fair value gap. Let's turn off our chart executions here. I can take one more trade in this account here. Would be nice to get us back to green. But the way that my calendar is looking, it's really, I just don't want to mess it up now. Feeling a little extra pressure actually, because I've had so many green days. I just feel like, a red day's around the corner. So how am I gonna like lower the chances that I'm gonna have a bad red day, right? Or a bigger red day. So went in small size today, actually got stopped out really fast, which is it's kind of like what you want it to. You want a fast reaction out of those fair value gaps, either stop you out right away or get a reaction to the winning side. Obviously, we would prefer the winning side trade, but don't really need to say that. The Mag 7 index, I built the Mags. This is a Mag 7 index, so this is like Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft and Google, the 7 big companies, and it's looking pretty bullish, kind of helping hold up NQ right now. The Dow is looking really rough though. There, guys, I'll show you here. The Dow is looking very bearish. We're almost at lows. That's part of the reason it's pulling down the ES a bit along with it. NQ bounced here. Looks like it bounced off this 21 EMA. That would have been a decent trade, although I didn't really have any other confluences other than that trend line to go off of. So we dipped down a little bit below that trend line and then instantly recovered above it. So that trend line is definitely still in play.
Artlist.io.
Pushing up higher here. Are we going to break this downward sloping trend line again? At 10:30, huge drop. You think we're gonna get a big sell-off at 10:30, or was 10:30 already passed, right? Or I guess it depends on what time zone you're in.
Music licensing reimagined.
7:30 would be 10:30 for on the East Coast, and yeah, there was a pretty big there's a news candle there. There's some conversations about China, so I mean, any indication. So you're asking, so I'm not really sure the timeline that you're saying. I mean, 10:30, is that Eastern Standard Time, or is that are you kind of like in the middle of like Central Time or something? Because 8:30 would be 10:30 Central Time.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we got some press from China right now. They got like a Chinese delegation
Artlist.io.
briefs on China talks in Spain, U.S.-China talks in Spain. So they're trying to like figure some stuff out right now. That's a nice break of that range there. We held that trend line. Could just pop in this trend line just so we have some sort of a visual here. Basically the bottom of that wick, looking like it, 5, like this.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, looking like that, which is interestingly enough meets up with this right on this downward trend line I put earlier, in a bit of a flag formation here. Again, we get some pretty big wicks on the top side here.
Artlist.io.
Just trying to be patient here, looking for some sort of a entry signal. Not seeing a whole lot. We've basically broke out of the opening range, and then we've been just going sideways since.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's clone this real quick and see if we can't frame in the top side with it. Just maybe we're kind of in a channel here. Yeah, that works also, right? No, I don't trade gold. I basically just stick between NQ and ES. I haven't spent any time looking at gold or learning about it, so yeah, I've been just focusing on the two indices so far. I've taken one trade ever on the Dow, but other than that, it's been all NQ and ES. I was mostly focusing ES on the first few months of my trading futures, and then more recently I've been heading over to NQ because I've been liking, you know, the volatility, a little bit easier to pull some extra points out of there. It tends to move swings. The swings are a little bit bigger, right? But as you can see on that bearish fair value gap I took, that sometimes those swings can also get you. When was my last tilt day? My last tilt day was on Monday the 8th. So in the stream, I took 2 trades. I was copy trading my 150K accounts. I quickly went to 900 down in my 150K accounts, which is my max daily loss. So that wasn't really the part that I tilted. But after that, I kind of took out my frustrations on my evaluation accounts. Ended up turning the day green somehow in the end, because sometimes, you know, your tilt days can come out positive. So I tried to erase that day from my mind. I took 60 trades that day, although a lot of them were in copy traded accounts. But if I scroll down here to the bottom, you can see I took a 565 loss in both accounts and then a 325 loss in both accounts. So yeah, wasn't a very good start to the day. Ended up taking a bunch of small winners later on, and ended up, you know, recovering those losses on the day, but not in the accounts, because obviously I hit max daily loss on those days. So those 150K accounts were locked out. So I couldn't fix those at all. Luckily, I didn't make them worse either, right? So yeah, last week Monday. Was it last week?
Licensing reimagined.
Yeah, last Monday was my last tilt day. Before that, it was I had a bit of a tilt day. I think was back in the previous month. It was a bit of a while before that. I mean, I had a bad day, 27 trades, a little too tilty there too, on August 26th. And yeah, but relatively overall, I've been pretty good. I've been keeping my trades down, mostly under 20 trades. It's hard to calculate by trades because, like I said, I'm copy trading some accounts 3 at once. Or 2. I was also copy trading my 250K accounts on occasion. So,
Music
yeah.
licensing reimagined.
So we're in this channel here, guys. It's actually technically would be a bearish channel because usually we're going to be trending upwards before we take our move down. But you know, not financial advice, and we are all-time highs, so this could end up breaking out and going higher. But I feel like this trend line this channel does make sense to be here. So I will be right back again. Sorry guys, too much coffee this morning.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, sorry if I hope I didn't miss you there, Johan. Have a great day. Have a good day at work. Rest of the day. I might be live tomorrow with Randy and them on their channel. Well, either way, we'll be putting it out to my channel. Because it sounds like they might have a couple people on the stream. So if they're kind of like full up, I might not join them. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for tuning in again, Johan, and have a great day. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow or the next day. So still stuck in this choppy little range here, guys. The Dow did find some support down there at the value area low, or the previous day low. Pretty bearish on the Dow. Yes, looking like we're on the verge of rolling over. We're sitting right on our New York VWAP, New York anchor VWAP, and NQ is slightly above the New York VWAP here. Still, was hoping to get a retest of this fair value gap, but that didn't look like it's happening. Starting to move up a bit higher here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Ciao. Just kidding. I'll give you applause. Thanks for coming out.
Artlist.io.
What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Just sitting through this chop.
Artlist.io.
Trying to consider how long I'm going to sit here and wait for something to present itself. But I know, like, as soon as we get up and leave or end the stream, that's when all the action's going to happen, right? So finding some good buyers here. Getting a pretty solid bounce here up 59 area. We did have some orders come on the book here after we breached that 62, 63 level, 63, 64, 65 area, 63 and 65 area. Lots of orders up there. Those could be sellers, you know. Maybe they got long at this lower position down the bottom of this trend line, and or the bounce off that 21 EMA, and then they start loading up orders up higher. There we go. Got a little pop there. Took out the 62s.
Music licensing reimagined.
Would have been a good candle to get in on some momentum there, because if you could have waited for a little bit of confirmation, enter somewhere around here, 58, We're almost up 10 points on that trade. Once we hit 68, that would be a 10-point winner if it was. Looking like it's going to get there.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I've been to Toronto, but I think I was, shoot, how old was I? I was probably only like maybe 10 or 12 years old when I went there. So I don't have a whole lot of memories. I went to visit my father's mother. She's passed away now. God rest her soul. But yeah, I went there. I stayed there for a while with her, and my sister went with me.
Music licensing.
I have some memories of going to a school near her house, and I was into lacrosse at the time, and I was whipping a lacrosse ball at the wall of the school and playing lacrosse by myself. Has some other stories about my yeah, nothing really clean yet. Hey, Jose, I agree. That's why, I mean, I did take that one attempt on that trade on that, looking for a bounce off that fair value gap to go lower. But in hindsight, definitely wasn't the best trade to take considering we are pretty bullish. And then I forgot about the trend line that we had, this trend line down here. So this candle right here bounced off that trend line and just like went straight up and wicked out my stop there. So we finally just broke out of the top of that channel. As you can see, like this channel must be pretty valid because the way that we popped through that is telling, right? So what we could do is, you know, hopefully we get a nice close up here somewhere, maybe near this high of this wick. Then we can wait for a bit of a pullback and then potentially take a long. We are forming some fair value gaps here now. We got one right here. We got a bullish fair value gap, like right there from the top of that wick to the bottom, to the top of that wick to the bottom of that wick. We'll turn that green because it's bullish.
Artlist.io.
So technically, this fair value gap would have started like this, but since we got a wick in this one, it pulled it back. So it's a little hard to get the entry after you get the new candle forming. Pretty tight entry. You'd have to take it right off the top of that wick. We'll have to see how this next candle closes here. The way it's looking right now, if it's closing up, we're probably gonna get another bullish fair value gap. So why market is moving higher and higher? Because we're at all-time highs right now. So usually when we're at all-time highs, you know, there's no structure or no resistance above other than, you know, people that want to take their profits. So typically all-time highs just tends to move higher, right? It's like clear sailing to go higher. So that's the main reason that we're pushing higher right now. Obviously the market's pretty bullish overall. But like I said, there's not a whole lot of resistance above when you're at all-time highs. Just kind of like, you know, people that are in these trades from relatively not long ago, they're putting their stops up there, or maybe just, you know, the big ballers trying to reject us and push it lower for a bit for their pullback. But yeah, all-time highs typically like to run higher. They just keep running higher. They're catching in some shorts and squeezing them out and just pushing higher. So during these times, it's really not a good idea to be shorting like the tops like this, because I mean, this one you could have, right? We're almost 10 points in the money from that rejection off the top of that channel. Pulling back now to this fair value gap here. What do we do though? What do we do? Yeah, the 30-second looks good. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this 5-minute candle here, like as we started taking this this previous wick, like that could have been an easy entry. Just looking for some continuation. still just stuck in this channel.
Artlist.io.
See what happens on this fair value gap. Is it gonna respect this one, or is it just gonna rip right through it again? We do have orders down at 55, which are down here. But yeah, I'm just not that convinced currently that this is an ideal trade to take. It's right in the middle of the range. Looking like we're getting some buyer support there though. The negative part is that the ES is finally just breaking below its New York VWAP. So we'll have to see how that next 5-minute candle closes on the ES. If it ends up closing, decently below the New York VWAP, this could be sort of the turning point for the day. But yeah, the market has a mind of its own, so there's hard to say what's going to happen and for what reason. Yeah, so that fair value gap trade looking like we could have worked there. I probably would have entered somewhere in the middle at 60. Could have got a quick 6 points out of that anyways. But still not that convinced to take this trade because we're so like above the 50% of this channel here anyways. So 22 points. We got like a 10 points is a midpoint on this trade, which is right at this 9 EMA.
Music licensing reimagined.
Just taking a quick look at the live streams out there. It looks like Clay Trader's live still, and Morning Cup of Trades. Looks like Luna dropped off and FitMom dropped off. Currently have 13 viewers. We got 7 in Randy's X channel, 5 in my channel, and 1 in Randy's YouTube channel. So MNQ is better than MES. Well, I mean, it kind of depends on the day. Depends on the day that you're trading. But currently, right now, NQ is definitely looking more bullish compared to the ES. The Dow's breaking down, going lower, and typically I've found that just slows the ES's progress, even if the ES is bullish on the day. Looking like we're breaking out here, guys, up to the high side. Could think about taking a look at that fair value gap entry. Would have been beautiful here. 60, we would have been up 10 points on that trade, and it didn't go lower. So hindsight, definitely should have tried to take that trade. It's in the right direction, but like I was saying, it's in the middle of that channel, so that's the only thing that was kind of making me feel a little reluctant to take that trade, but definitely would have worked. Are we gonna just go higher here? Might think about just trying to do a momentum trade here, just kind of like a quick in, quick out as we're moving higher. We'll see how this candle closes here. We got a little over a minute left on this candle. If we can start seeing some more acceleration to the upside, we have orders up at 80 and 85 on the book, so sort of just above the high of this candle here, and then up to 85 is up to about there. So not a whole lot of room till the next set of orders, but if we're seeing some good momentum, we could think about just getting in real quick with a small TP.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, look at that bounce there. Nice. So we're coming up on those orders at 80 here. Would like to see this candle close. Maybe we can get a little bit of a retrace here. Unfortunately, not going to form any fair value gaps up here because we have this wick right behind us here, and looking like we're going to be closing right at the top of the wick here. I guess if we were to close up here, we would form a little fair value gap right in there, which could be some continuation, but we'll have to see. 5 seconds on this candle here, pushing up to towards the 80s. So there's a tiny fair value gap here, basically from that candle to that candle right there. So like this. Pretty hard to get in here though, guys. We're starting to get some resistance up at the 80-85 area. There we go. There's a bit of a rejection there. Sellers stepped in. Buyers stepped back in at this fair value gap here. I just not feeling very confident, guys, in these trades right now. So
music licensing reimagined.
We might come all the way down here to the 70s and retest the top of this channel. Could get a bounce off of there. So this, because of that wick form, that fair value gap is now gone. Because you need space in between the first and the next candle for the fair value gap to hold.
Artlist.io.
So this is like one of those ones where I could say it's one of those cheap trades. You could, put a stop at 84.25. I'm not saying this is a good trade, but the cheap one. So you could put your stop up here just slightly above the highs, enter short, looking for a little bit of retrace. But considering we've been so bullish, I wouldn't recommend doing something like that right now. I would want to see us sort of, if this is going to be the turning point, we need some price action in here just to go, a little sideways, maybe even make a little attempt at a higher but get rejected. And then once we start looking like we're going to go lower, that would be the entry. So it's a bit of a battle right now from the buyers and sellers. What time do we got? We're at 8:52. Might end up wrapping up the stream here pretty quick. We'll give it a few minutes here though. We'll see how this candle plays out. Would like to get in on, like I was saying, I was looking at this potential sort of jumping in on the momentum here, but not loving the way that this candle pulled back here. So it's not a horrible pullback, but less than 50%.
Licensing reimagined.
Buyers are trying to take us higher here. Just feel like I'm playing with fire up here, guys. So just feeling very reluctant to take this trade.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, sellers keep stepping in a bit here, slapping it back down a bit. They don't want it to go much higher than this high here.
Artlist.io.
But if it does go, it's probably going to violently rip through 85 to 87.
Music licensing reimagined.
Lots of green coming through on the tape there. Trying to get a bit of a pullback here. 45 seconds left on this candle.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Thanks so much. Really helping the channels grow a bit. Got myself up to 46 subscribers yesterday. Pretty happy about that. Slow grind up to 500 where I can start potentially trying to sell some merchandise or you can start opening up for super chats and stuff like that. 1,000 subscribers is when you get to the point where you get monetized for commercials and stuff on your videos. So obviously that's kind of the next step after the 500, but not expecting it to happen overnight. It is a relatively small industry, so I'm gonna slowly gain the trust of some viewers. I did release a short video. I'm gonna have to check it out. It was doing really good yesterday. I think I had a little over 1,000 views on it. So I'm curious as to see how it's looking today. Yeah, it's kind of stopped, planed out after yesterday's at around 1,000 views.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, leveled out last night sometime. Getting a bit of a pullback here. We do have a little room on ES still to go higher before we hit that trend line. Or do we? Maybe my trend line is slightly off. It's hard to tell at this point. Go back to the hourly chart here and see if we can't reassess these trend lines here. Breaking out a little higher here nicely. Rejected off those orders at 85. Well, wow. So NQ, the big contract, the NQ, not the MNQ, didn't take the orders at 85, but it looks like we did take the orders at 85 on the MES or MNQ. So on the micros, but the minis never quite got there. Yeah, I do have some short videos of my trades, but I'll definitely be working on putting some more together over time.
Music licensing reimagined.
There we go. They took those orders at 85 on NQ now. Oh, I just feel like it's pure gambling if I try to take it along here. Just FOMO. Feeling the FOMO real hard right now, guys.
Artlist.io.
Could stick in a handoff VWAP on this last candle that touched the New York, and then this one was the last one, touched it there.
Music licensing reimagined.
And this could actually end up being our high day. I'll throw that on there for now. Yeah, no sir, don't want a loss. Yes. And it's looking like that would have been a loss for sure if we would have entered there. Sitting right below those orders at 85 again.
Artlist.io.
Interestingly enough, this same angled trend line from this one, I cloned it, put it up at the top there, and then cloned it. This ended up matching up with that, and then look at that, we rejected down below that.
Music licensing reimagined.
It's kind of funny how you can draw lines on your chart and then it seems like the price reacts to it, but it's obviously not reacting to the line. But yeah, there's clear, levels of support and resistance there. They're pretty easy to spot. Flirting with our high day view up there. I put a high day view up on that last 5-minute candle there. Let's go down to the 1 here and see. Let's move this to the right candle on the 1 minute anyways. So selling off a little bit here. We're due for a substantial pullback still, guys. So that's kind of what I've been waiting for. Now, is this a substantial pullback? I don't even know. I feel like we're gonna have to go towards the top of the range for a real good pullback. We might even, we could wait for a pullback here to the New York VWAP, wait for some sort of confirmation that we're gonna hold it and then head higher. I swear we were just forming the same pattern. Let me close that. Delete that one. We had this same pattern last night, like this, where we had a bull flag with a breakout and then another little flag sort of forming after, which we kind of like ended up breaking out of, right? And it lines up with this fair value gap. We just saw that like last night on the overnight session way back. Yeah, right there. I think that was it. I think we did this, like this. And then we had another guy like this. Looks very similar. And then we broke out from there and headed higher. What about this guy here? How's this look? Not really. There we go, that's better. And that would line up with this fair value gap here. So that high day VWAP was definitely a decent place to take trade short. Had a bunch of orders coming on below. Took them all out so far. 75, 70, some at 65 and some at 60. 60 falls right in this fair value gap. So let's try to be patient here. Let's see if we get a pullback all the way to the 60s here. Wait for a little bit of a reaction. We could think about taking a long, like sort of like this. I wouldn't be looking for too huge of a move, but there's 10 points. You could get it sort of back to that top of that channel area, sort of like that. Maybe like an 8-point stop. See if I'll put an order there. It'd be pretty sweet if we got like a drastic little wick down, get caught in the trade, and then bounces right away for us. So this would be a long trade going with the trend and the fair value gap with a pullback. And we have a couple of other confluences here. So we got this trend line that lines up pretty good, and orders on the book at 60. Let's get back on the 5 here.
Artlist.io.
New 5-minute candle started here. Bouncing pretty good. Are we going to get a rejection off of this
Music licensing
260 limit order? Yeah, that's what I got in place right now. 24,260 buy order. Some buyers stepping in here, pushing us back up into that little channel that we drew earlier.
Artlist.io.
Could be a decent place to actually try short. I'm not going to take this trade right now here, but could think about sort of taking that as a short and hoping it's going to go lower here. Looking for that move, you know, taking it short down to the 60s. But looking pretty bullish currently on this new 5-minute candle. 3.5 minutes left on that candle.
Artlist.io.
But it does look like we are due for a pullback, and it's, you know, it did kind of come off the highs relatively, like with some strong momentum here and some volume, as you can see. But you know, like I said, overall we're pretty bullish on the day. So are we going to reject off this high day VWAP here?
Music licensing reimagined.
No news going on. Okay, I'm gonna take this order off here. It's looking like we're not gonna be heading down there.
Artlist.io.
Is this where we're gonna pop higher? This could be. We're retesting the top of this channel here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Try and be patient here. Let's see what happens. Buyers definitely step back in though. No. But do they have the juice to keep pushing us higher? Let's see. If nothing really comes up here, guys, in the next, you know, next 8 minutes or so, probably gonna wrap the stream up here at 9:15 West Coast, or I guess it would be 12:15 East Coast time. Get a little bit of resistance back at the top of this channel here. We do have that high day VWAP. We're currently above it, but we'll have to see where we close. We got 1 minute left on this candle, so anything could happen in the next 1 minute. It's easy enough for them to push it all the way back down. Could still maybe get that entry. Maybe just where our entry's a little early, or our you know, like our idea is a little early, still needs a little more time to play out. And to be honest, if we don't rip down there right away, that's probably even better for the trade, because if it rips down, it might just rip right through it, right? Might just keep ripping lower through it. So we're right at the top of that trend line here, looking like we are trying to break out. 7 seconds on this candle here. Closing it pretty bullish there. We did wick out the top of the trend line there.
Music licensing reimagined.
Buyers are definitely here currently. The sellers are fighting for this channel, top of that trend line though. Finding some support now on the high day VWAP.
Artlist.io.
We really are due for a pullback though here, guys, at some point. Might not pull back though, right? It could be one of those days. Sometimes we move up and then we just chop for the rest of the day in this kind of like area. We don't really get any real moves higher or lower, just sort of in this range. It could be one of those days. I notice that sometimes when we're all-time highs, we'll be pushing up. We'll get outside of the range. We'll break the range, but then we just don't get a pullback and we don't really get any continuation. With so much uncertainty with the FOMC coming up on Wednesday, you know, just like me, I'm pretty reluctant to take trades. So I'm sure there's a lot of other people and other, you know, groups that are not trading today very much. And, you know, New York people are definitely, they're probably out for lunch right now because it's noon. They're going to come back for the power hour. Buyers are here. They're finding some support. We did pull back a bit there, but then the buyers stepped back in, brought us back up to the top of that channel. See what happens here. The seller is going to reject this again, or the buyer is going to pop it up and keep it going here. Two and a half minutes left on this 5-minute candle here. You are UTC 4. UTC 4.
Artlist.io.
So what time is it there for you right now? That would just help me a little bit.
Artlist.io.
So we did break the top of that channel, but then pulled back right away. Oh, you're same New York time. So you're like East Coast time. Gotcha. Yeah, because we're GMT 7 minus 7. So for me right now, it's 9:13 a.m. So that means it would be 12:13 for you. Nice. Grinding higher here, guys. Popped up, took a new high day there. What are we gonna have here? Are we gonna go higher? Or? Yeah, I'm in Vancouver. Near Vancouver anyways. I'm in Mission. It's kind of like 45 minutes drive outside of Vancouver, but yeah. So we can move this guy over here now. Let's go to the 1 minute. We got a new high right there. 35 seconds on this candle. Let's see, are they going to close it back down inside the channel here? That'd be interesting. This could be a little bit of a sweep before the sellers start stepping on the gas, potentially.
Artlist.io.
15 seconds on this candle here. Pretty key area here, I'd say. We do have orders up at 24,300. which is, 15 points away from where we are right now.
Reimagined.
We haven't really seen much of bearish candles for a while. We had this 5-minute one here. I feel like we're due for a pullback, but that doesn't mean that we're going to get one. There's probably a good chance we're going to just continue higher. We've been so bullish so far and slowly grinding up.
Artlist.io.
24,287 here. Finding a little bit of resistance there. Just the sellers aren't really here, it seems like, right? Buyers are here. Would have been a nice entry down there at the 69 area.
Music licensing reimagined.
Would be nice to see a pullback here to the 76 if they're going to push it higher first.
Artlist.io.
So Dow's pulling up a little bit here. ES is kind of at the top of that channel, running into the top of the channel I have drawn there. And NQ obviously is looking a little bullish right now. Just took out the recent high, sitting on the top of this new trend line here. Probably gonna head higher here, looking like.
Music licensing reimagined.
3 minutes left on this candle, on this 5-minute. Looking like I'm probably going to stick around till 9:30 and then we'll wrap it up then, guys. Since it's already past 9:15.
Artlist.io.
The book is looking pretty dark right now. We do have orders up at
Music
96
licensing
and at
reimagined.
300, 296 and 300, but we also have some orders down at 67 and 65 there sitting. So not really sure where the draws on liquidity is going to be. We do have this big breakout with a rejection now, sitting on the top of this trend line here. So it's looking like we're probably going to go higher here. But we'll have to see how this ends up playing out. Yeah, they just took that wick there. Buyers are stepping in here. Are the sellers going to hold this down, or are they just going to let it go here is a question.
Artlist.io.
We're just pretty extended at this point, guys. So, I feel like we should get a bit of a pullback before we rip higher. We'll have to see how this ends up playing out. We got 1 minute left on this, minute and 15 seconds on this candle. Candle's starting to turn
Music
dark blue
licensing
anyways,
reimagined.
or red for those with regular color candles. Looking a little heavy, but the buyers are holding it there. The buyers are stepping in at the 83 area. Holding it up, breaking this previous low body low of the candle there. Might be getting that little pullback I was talking about here. It'd be nice if we could see it even come down to this channel before it heads up higher.
Music licensing reimagined.
16 seconds left on this candle here. See if the sellers are going to push it a little bit lower in these last few seconds, and then if we end up, forming another bearish candle here or not. Well, the buyer stepped in there right away.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, buyers, there's definitely lots of green on the tape here, guys. Big battle at this point. They're just trying to fight for who's going to take control here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Some pretty decent resistance at this top of this trend line, though, in the top of that channel. What do we got? Did we get ES? ES is kind of rejecting off of that channel.
Artlist.io.
Okay, looking like we might turn this candle red here, guys. Might be getting that pullback we've been talking about here. Although the buyers keep stepping in, as you can see there. 79, 80 area, trying to hold that 80 level. Took out some orders at the 80 level there. Yeah, like I was saying, we're definitely due for a bit of a pullback. I just did see some orders coming on at 24,312 now, guys. So some orders just popped on up above on the book map there. Not long ago, just in like the last minute or so. So we got that pullback to the 9 EMA. What's going to happen here, though? Are we going to just bounce there, or are we going to push through that? I mean, ideally, we can head back to this fair value gap before we get our real bounce, right? But looking like the buyers did step in. There's a wick there matching this bottom wick here. So if the sellers are going to push it lower, they need to get past this 9 EMA. And then obviously this trend line here is kind of two things that are in the way. Lots of buyers stepping in here. You can see lots of green on the tape. Sellers aren't really letting go, though, so far.
Artlist.io.
Pushing back up here. 1.5 minutes left on this 5-minute candle here. Making higher lows on these fives doesn't really mean anything. We've got an equal low here on this pullback. I think it was within a point, or within a tick anyways. Sellers are still battling with the top of that range, 24,285. But with those orders coming on at 24,313 or whatever, makes me think like that they are looking to take it higher. Obviously, no guarantee that that's going to happen. I still think that we should probably get a little pullback before we end up going higher. They kind of like need to, induce some longs up here, then head a little bit lower, try to like stop them out, and then go up longer. So people would probably be, if they're getting long up in this area, they would be putting their stop somewhere down in this area. So that could be, sort of an invalidation point as the sellers, if the buyers kind of like let it fall and then end up, buying a whole bunch down there and then slapping it higher. That could be sort of what's going to happen here, potentially. So So are we going to break that 9 EMA? We got 6 seconds left on this candle here. Still finding support on the 9. New candle here. What's going to happen? That 9 EMA is definitely key for sellers right now. I think it's important for the buyers to let it, if it goes lower, let it go a little bit lower, buy in, get some momentum to the high side. There we go. We're starting to take that 9. The buyers are still there though, guys. They're kind of like battling at that 9 EMA right now. We did push through it there for a second, but they popped it right back up. Lots of green on the tape. There we go. We broke that 9. We're now at the bottom side of that channel. Are we going to find some support here soon? It would be nice to see us come down to this fair value gap for that potential long idea. Although I'm not sure I'm going to take that trade anymore. Probably going to find some support down there at the 21 EMA.
Music licensing reimagined.
We do have orders below us at 65. Sellers are trying to make some move here. Buyers are holding that low there.
Artlist.io.
Pretty big battle here. As you can see on the tape, the red and the green just keeps flashing back and forth, back and forth. Seeming like there's a little bit more sellers though, overall. As you can see, there's a little more red on the tape. We got 2.5 minutes left on this 5-minute candle here. Are we going to break the lows of those previous candles there? Looking like we might. Buyers stepping in there again, right at the low of that candle. If we do break it, we're probably going to get a little bit of momentum here to the downside, which is kind of scares me about that potential long at that fair value gap. I'll definitely be waiting to see how it reacts when we get down there. If we get down there. Buyers stepping in here again, pushing us back up. Sellers are defending that bottom of that trend line.
Music licensing reimagined.
One minute left on this candle. Well, that was a pretty big move on the bears side there. Are they going to push it a little more here, guys?
Artlist.io.
They really want to break it a little bit lower there. $40 seconds left on this candle, on this 5-minute candle here. Buyers are stepping back in a bit again. Pretty big indecision area here. There's a big battle going on. Sellers are trying to take control here, but the buyers just aren't really letting up just yet. I still think that it would be healthy for a little bit of a pullback here to the 60s area before we go higher. That would be, that would really solidify the strength in the buyers. they'd also get some, you know, a little more conviction because they're getting a little bit lower there. All right, a little slap there, breaking the low of that previous bullish candle there. New candle just started here, new 5-minute candle. Are they going to push it lower here? The sellers are trying. Make that trend line a little bit longer there so we can keep it within the trade boundaries here. Bouncing a bit here. There is a bearish fair value gap just above that 9 EMA now. So are the sellers still here? Or are they going to give up now? So they just took that 9 EMA. Back up to that high day VWAP.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looking like we got about 19 viewers right now. It's pretty sweet. We got 12 in Randy's X channel, 7 in my channel, and 0 in his YouTube. That's a little odd. But thanks for showing up, everybody. Appreciate you being here.
Artlist.io.
Watching this buyer-seller battle at these levels here.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, took that high day VWAP there.
Music licensing.
Still in the middle of that channel. Are the bears letting go here or not? Maybe.
Artlist.io.
Back up to that 80s. Hey, I guess we're not going to get that pull back to the 60s here. Just under 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle here.
Licensing reimagined.
Looking pretty strong at this point though, guys. Right back to the top of that channel we drew.
Artlist.io.
Pretty sideways action today, unfortunately. Oh, it's 9:33 now, hey? I said I was going to end the stream at 9:30.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, so I think I am going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back again tomorrow morning on Randy's channel, live at the open, 9:30 a.m. East Coast. So definitely come check us out tomorrow. I'd love to see you guys. If you guys are in trades, good luck there. Good luck in the rest of the day. Have a great day. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Peace.